We don't have a GoPro tripod yet, so gotta improvise.
Please don't fall.
I'll try to. Try not to. You know you got my heart with ice cream.
At this point, we are open for any name suggestions for this truck.
She is any.
So if you would like to.
No.
Last year, it was about August time frame, we went on a cool little trip all week long. Actually, it was about 10 days. Went from Fairbanks to Anchorage to Homer to Anchorage and then back home. And during that time, we had one whole day set to halibut fishing.
The thing is what you guys don't realize is Alaska's big. So when we say, oh, we just went from Fairbanks to Homer, it's not going from one city to another. It's about a 15-hour car ride, and I don't think anyone wants to do that in an entire day. So that's why we stayed a couple of days in Anchorage and then went to Homer.
Yeah. So, and did you have fun on the boat halibut fishing?
I didn't go.
Yeah.
No.
Kirsten and Emily, they are not they get seasick real easy. We went out there, me and Devin and another family of ours, and we did some really good halibut fishing, and it was a really fun trip. So. So dinner's done. It turned out pretty good.
It was very good.
I wish it was a little more, threw more spices on it, but...
Well, normally they're halibut tacos, so normally you put them in the tortillas, but they disappeared.
Yeah.
And I know our kids love to use tortillas, and they love to put cheese in it, and they love to make quesadillas or put chocolate in it.
Mm-hmm. And now the ones I bought, they're all gone.
Yeah. And so we asked them, oh no, it wasn't me. No, it wasn't me.
No.
All innocent little angels here, but that's why we decided to eat it over rice, but it was really good and very healthy.
No, we had to improvise a little bit, so.
Because we really didn't want to go to the store.
I think the kids just got all the four-wheelers out.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're going to take it for a little spin.
Because let's be honest here. The summertime is so short, okay? So you have to imagine. We only have like 3 months, so you have to do your maintenance on like the outside of your house. You have to take care of your yard. You have to split all the wood that you need for the winter time.
You gotta catch all the fish.
Gotta catch all the fish. So you are so busy, and you have to make every day count.
Yep.
But you still have to make room for some adventures, and even if it's just for 2 hours. But that is so important, because that summer is so amazing but so short, and you really don't want to miss it. Emily was busy today.
You know, I cleaned the cars, washed them, except the sun was too bright when we were in the sun. So when I put the water down, they all dried, so I have all these lines which I have to fix tomorrow.
It still looks beautiful. Did you pick out a name?
It's not gonna have a name.
Well, they called it Brownie.
is not gonna have a name. Period.
It is
not
brown.
naming it. No. No. Not naming it.
At this point, we are open for any name suggestions for this
Okay.
truck.
She is any.
So if you would like to,
No.
yeah, you can comment us below. How would you name that truck?
I am not naming it. No. No.
So we're ready. Devin is ready. John is ready. We made it out here to the Chena Hot Springs gas station. So what we did is we drove along Chena Hot Springs Road. So for those of you who are not from Fairbanks, so the Chena Hot Springs Road is 60-something miles long. And the whole goal to drive down this road is actually to go to the hot springs. That is the end of the road. So you just keep on going and going and going and going. And it's getting more remote and more remote out there. You won't have any cell phone reception, and all of a sudden, boom, there is the hot springs, and that is the end of the road. And the funny thing is that a lot of people, I mean, there are hundreds of people who live along Chena Hot Springs Road, and they refer to it, their address, as, oh, I live out on mile 23 on Chena Hot Springs Road, which is just something that you have to get used to up here. But we got some gas, and then I did find some money in my pocket from yesterday's yard sale. And I think I'm gonna treat my family to some ice cream tonight. How does that sound?
You know you got my heart with ice cream.
I know. That's how I got him.
We just ate ice cream. We'll see you at home.
So we did make it back home. We watered all the plants, put the chickens in, and now we're doing something very special.
We shall see.
So our plan is to put the GoPro on the roof and to capture for you guys how it is to have 24 hours of sunlight. Hopefully it works.
It'll work.
I think so too. But just because that is actually the most, like, that is the question that all the people always ask us. How is this during the summertime? And
It's awesome. That's what it is.
it has its ups and downs. It's pros and cons. But yeah, he's gonna put it up there. Don't fall. So would you like to share your nice little construction?
We don't have a GoPro tripod yet, so gotta improvise
That's right.
for the ladies' shots.
That's right. Please don't fall.
I'll try to. Try not to.
I can see the footage right here on the cell phone. The GoPro's up the roof.
GoPro's on the roof.
So keep those fingers crossed. So
about the midnight sun, it's what some people don't know about it. It's kind of a pretty cool thing. So at summer solstice, that is when we have the most sunlight, and I think for Fairbanks it is 22 hours of sunlight. Now, to be technical, that might be considered total twilight time, but up there in Prudhoe Bay, which was way up there by the Arctic Ocean, I want to say in May, the sun comes up and it never goes down. It just rotates all around the day in Prudhoe Bay. But
for 2.5 months.
Yep. You gotta pay attention to the clock, because you can catch yourself like I have, where I'm out in the yard working, just going at it, and sometimes you just keep going until the project is finished. And then you look, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, and you're like, oops. Or there was one year, our first year here, it was our first summer here in Alaska, and we were experiencing it, and we were with our neighbors. And we're out there just having a good old time, drinking some beers, and just kids were running around playing. And next thing I know, we're like, man, I'm getting tired. And we looked at it, and what was the hour? It was like 2:30 in the morning. 2:30 in the morning, and we just totally like lost complete track of time.
While all the other states, they have a nice 4th of July firework. Well, you can't really see it here. So people make it up in the winter solstice, and they really go crazy then.
Yeah.
So a lot of people ask, how do you sleep when it doesn't get dark? So one thing that you can do is you can buy, and you can find them everywhere here, or order them online. You buy blackout curtains. And so they're just a thicker material that just blackens out the sun, and it just keeps the room dark.
And the other cool thing about what was shocking to me is, you hear about Alaska summers and being so short, and the winters are so long. And then we went to the farmer's market, and then I saw this gigantic cabbage. And my first thought is, where did they import this from? Like, where did they get this? And they're like, we grow it here in Alaska. And then it dawned on to me, with all the sunlight that we constantly get, that's why a lot of times vegetables grow so good up here. The winner, the largest cabbage, last year in Palmer, what was it, 138-pound cabbage?
And they had a broccoli plant that was 35 pounds. So that is pretty crazy. Now, not all the vegetables are this big. I don't know. They do something special to them. I have no idea.
We even got some of these pumpkins. They're supposed to grow up to 100 pounds. So we'll see how that.
Yeah, we'll keep you posted how that one goes. So the growing season here is only 150 days, which is so short compared to like California. Their growing season is like 300 days.
But the cool thing about the summer solstice here in Alaska, if you ever do come up, and you come up around June 21st, you're going to find out that many cities around this place, they always have the different summer solstice festivals. You had the one popular one that we always did. We haven't done it in a year or two. Was the Midnight Sun Run, and it's a 10K fun run where we start from the University of Alaska Fairbanks, and we run all the way downtown to the Pioneer Park, and that's always fun. I think Devin and I's record that we've done was I think 66 minutes, and that's running with I think a 9 or 10-year-old. I think that's how old he was. He was 9 or 10 years old when he ran that 10K, and he ran it in 66 minutes. So that's pretty impressive. Now, I don't know, since I've been out of the Army, if I could run that fast. Devin might outrun me, but...
Well, you could walk it with me, because I always walk it.
Yeah. And then the best part is at the end of the race, and it's like 12 o'clock, whatever the time, because the race starts, what, 11, 10?
I think 10.
10? The race starts at 10 or something. And so then, by the time you're done and the family's back together, it's midnight. And then they have beer tents. And it's always just to sit there and relax and have a nice, good, cold beer with friends and enjoy the festivals. They also have, don't they have a... Isn't there a baseball
There's
thing?
a baseball game too.
Yeah.
We've never been to
No, we've
one.
never been to the Gold Panners baseball thing. I think that's what it's called.
That's very popular too.
And then, you know, and then of course during the day they have, and we never been, you know what? We never been to the Summer Solstice Festival that's downtown yet.
But even though you technically start gaining darkness on
the 22nd, yeah.
you don't really see it until August.
So like, it's kind of weird. It's like, I don't know what the correct numbers are, but for example, it'll be like, we'll gain 6 seconds of twilight on the 22nd. And then on the 23rd, we'll gain like 7 or 8 seconds. But it compounds over time. And soon by July, we'll be getting, you know, 20 minutes. And then by August, we'll start to see darkness, and then it will keep on rotating. And I think where we hit the 12 and 12 hour, I think is somewhere in September, is where we have 12 hours of daylight and 12 hours of darkness, and then the darkness takes over.
That's my favorite part. I always look forward to this. I love the summers, don't get me wrong, I really do, but I feel like I never sleep. And so I'm always tired in the morning, but I do love to be out, and your adventures, they're just longer, you know, because you stay up longer. But I always love it when it starts to get dark, and you know.
The good thing though is for me is when it gets dark, then you know hunting season is around the corner.
That is true. And then fall starts. That's my favorite season, yes. And then winter time. I always love that. You love the summer. So we have the best of both worlds.
Quick trivia question, see if someone can answer it. Which state shares the highest record temperature with Alaska? It's pretty shocking. But it's pretty cool though.
Yeah. So if you know, let us know. Or if you Google it, let us know. So hopefully we will insert our time lapse in this video now if it works. And yeah, we want to thank you guys for coming along again. Don't forget to subscribe, give us some thumbs up, and we will see you in the next video. Now you can go.
And then we'll see you up next.
Bye.